in this video a very simple shortwave radio oscillator that can be used for test purposes. Is the waveform pure? No, not very pure. Is it stable? Yes, it's quite stable. You see the waveform at the moment. Doesn't look like a very good sine wave, but anyway, for test purposes this can be enough. It works on 7.9 megahertz, and the good thing is that it is very eager to oscillate. Here are a few coils that I tested. All these coils work, and the best demonstration that it wants to work is here. In fact, this coil that is connected, in fact it's a piece of wire, and it oscillates on that low frequency. By the way, in fact on a low frequency, because this was an earlier coil that I made for a dip meter, and it had to oscillate in a very high frequency band. But there must be inside the MOSFET that I use here, this one, such a high capacitance inside of that MOSFET that such a coil, even such a coil, goes back to a not very low, but a lower frequency compared to the situation where it was made for anyway. So you can use it, for instance, to do measurements, testing coils, see whether they oscillate and on which frequency. The frequency band goes from 295 kilocycles up to 10 megacycles. I also encountered 12 megacycles well in a situation where we have here, for instance, a pure shortcut. Circuit looks very simple, but when you make it, keep in mind that the coil here is not connected to the minus lead. So the coil flows in a certain way opposite to minus here and ground. You can do more experiments, change the resistor here, for instance, the output capacitor. Many coils work, say almost all coils, even coils with a low quality factor, and I will demonstrate that. Now going to connect to the input of the oscillator. A pure piece of wire here. Hope it's visible. Yes, this piece of wire here will now act as a coil, combined of course with the internal properties of that N-MOSFET. Say its internal capacitance. It must be there, otherwise it will never say oscillate on such a low frequency. So now this is the coil. Here, this piece of wire goes to the MOSFET, and we are on this. We have this waveform, and we are on 8.8 megahertz. Well, let me try to find that frequency on the radio. 8.8. So here is the radio, tuning it now to 8.8. So here or perhaps here. So this is the oscillator signal, and when I switch the power supply off, we can hear it. And when I switch it on, the carrier wave is again present. So to my surprise, it was also somewhat stable, more stable than I had expected anyway. So that's the reason also why I publish it. It's a useful circuit to do radio experiments, test coils, etc., etc. Finally the schematic again, and thanks for watching.